bunch of things in this video. Basically, we want to work on controlling Sam and Mary's barking, as well as how to properly meet new people. So, you've seen in a lot of other videos that get interrupted by people driving down the driveway. If they see a car, see someone new, they get really worked up. So, we have Chris in his car up at the top of the driveway. They have spent plenty of time with Chris, however, his shift just started and they haven't met him today. And so, we are going to use that to our advantage. So, first of all, what's going to happen is Chris is going to pull his car down the driveway. If they're barking, we're going to control the barking. Chris isn't going to get out of his car until they're quiet, and I invite him out. And he's going to try to approach them. Now, if they bark, we'll have Chris stop, and we'll control their barking. When they're quiet and sitting, then Chris can continue to approach them. So, we'll see how this goes. So, first of all, we have them starting out quiet and sitting like this. So, I'm going to have Chris come down the driveway now. Gary, sit. 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 Mary, sit. 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 No. No. Okay, so first what we're doing is trying to distract them by just taking them the other way. No. Mary, sit. So, sit. Sit. Mary, sit. Mary, sit. Almost. Sit. Mary. Good. Okay. So that they did pretty well with that. Not as much barking as they've done before, and we were able to control them. So there, we were just trying to lead them away, get them, distract them, and make them focus on us and what we're doing instead of focusing on him and the car. Now, I know in one of my previous videos with Mary to get her to be quiet, I did the thing where I turn into her, lift the knee up, not to knee her in the face, but just to control her head so that I'm invading her space. She has to pay attention to me and focus on that instead of focusing on the new person. So that is another way to do it, but we were first trying it, which is going in the other direction to distract them. So now, Chris is going to get out of the car, and if they start barking, we're going to practice. No. Sit. No. Sorry, Mary. Good girl. Good girl. So he hasn't come towards them at all. Just gotten out of the car. Heel. Good girl. Okay. Now, Chris, come forward. Sit. Nope. Nope. Mary, quiet. No. 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 Sit. having to work a lot with Mary, I really like his focus here. Mary, she tends to be a bit more stubborn and everything, so it's really important that we address this up now like this. So Chris, come on. Hush. Good girl. Sit. Mary, sit. Sit. Good. Sit. Good girl. Okay. So, a lot of times when we come into the daycare area where they're off leash, Sam and Mary are super happy to see us, licking and jumping all over us. So the jumping is something that we do want to work on. However, meeting someone on leash out on a walk, or if someone comes to your house, to your property where they feel protected, it's really important to get them to properly meet this way. Because they're big dogs, they sound scary, they sound mean, but we know that they aren't. And so it's just a matter of controlling them and teaching them appropriate ways to meet people. So, I know I'm talking a lot here, but this is all good to get them sitting. They see Chris, so they're able to smell him, and they are not getting corrected because they're behaving exactly how they should. Whenever they see a new person, instead of barking and trying to go after them, or if they want to meet them, instead of getting overexcited and jumping, they should sit. Sit, Mary. Good sit. That was easy. Good sit, Mary. Okay. So Chris, come on again. Good girl. Sit. Right, stay there. Sit. Sit. So now she's looking happy. Sit, Mary. But whether it's, kind of grumpy and barky or happy and jumpy, regardless, we want Mary to sit when meeting a new person. So Mary, stay. Good girl. Good girl, Mary. Now she knows who this is. So she's getting lots of love, and there's no jumping at all. So Chris doesn't have any muddy paw prints on his clothes or anything like that. So good job, Mary. Now I'm going to have her sit again, and once I get her sitting, he's going to go approach Sam and say hello. Here, Mary. Sit. 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 Stay. Stay. Good. Sit. Good girl. Okay, whenever Nicole's ready, she can have Chris come up. Approach. Now this is Mary's turn to sit politely while Sam gets attention. Sit, Mary. Good boy. Sit. 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 Good. Sit. Good girl.
Now's the perfect time for him to get affection. Sam is calm. He's ready to be, pretty much a big baby. But he did a really, really good job of sitting. Another thing is that a lot of times when people approach a dog, they approach the dog like this or like this. Sometimes that's a little bit intimidating. So if you see someone coming up to your dogs and you know how they react to new people, asking them, hey, just let you know we're still in training. Would you be able to just maybe give them your fist or something so they can smell, or extend your leg so they can smell your leg? Make it a little bit less overwhelming for the dog when they do meet new people. And of course, they're all lovey-dovey once they do meet them. But they did a really, really good job. Very, very good manners by Sam.
So now when a new person like Chris actually gets to them, it's okay for them to get up out of their sit. So just like how we do a sit stay and they don't get to get out of their sit until we come to them and say, good sit, good job, and are loving them, that's exactly what's going on with Chris coming up to pet them. So they sit until he gets up to comes up to pet them. Sit, Mary. Sit, good girl. And then, like you see, both Sam and Mary, got up and walked to him, leaned against him, and showed him affection without jumping all over. So they both did a really good job. They weren't jumping this time, which is good. So I think that it would be very useful to go over, just review off with them. So needing someone with them off leash, where you kind of shield